In world building, we often focus on grand pantheons and elaborate afterlives, the divine blueprints of a culture's relationship with mortality. But the blueprint is not a building. The true soul of a world is revealed not in what its people believe happens after death, but in what they do about it right here on the ground. A funeral is more than a sad necessity. It is a performance of faith, a social drama, and an economic engine, making it one of the most powerful tools in World Builder's kit. Everything starts with a fundamental question: what happens to the corpse? The answer is a direct consequence of a culture's beliefs about the soul and its connection to the physical form. Does your culture bury the dead? This suggests a powerful link to the land. Perhaps the body must return to the earth from which life sprang in the first instance. Or maybe it's a way to keep the restless spirits from wandering. A people who bury their dead whole may believe in a physical resurrection, requiring the body to be intact for the journey ahead. Or perhaps do they cremate them? To burn the dead is an act of release. It signifies that the body is a mere vessel, and fire itself is the sacred force that purifies and liberates the soul, thus allowing it to ascend. In a world where undeath is real and present danger, cremation is also the ultimate practical safeguard. Perhaps they practice a sky burial instead, leaving the body exposed to the elements and carrion birds. This can be a profound, final act of charity, giving oneself back to the ecosystem. It may also imply that certain animals like vultures or eagles are divine messengers, tasked with carrying the soul to the heavens. Finally, do they preserve the body through mummification or magical means? Like the ancient Egyptians, this culture believes the soul needs its physical anchor for the afterlife. This single belief cannot just create a ritual, it spawns an entire industry of skilled embalmers, tomb architects, and masters of preservative magic, all serving a theological necessity. Once the body's fate is decided, the surrounding rituals become a stage. The items buried with the dead, also called the grave goods maybe, tell us what is valued in the next life. Is it a warrior's sword for an eternal battle? A scholar's scrolls for an afterlife on contemplation? A single coin for a fairman's toll? Or perhaps nothing at all, believing worldly things are a burden to the spirit? Listen to the eulogy. The virtuous praise reveal what a culture considers a good life. Is it a battlefield glory, quiet piety, or the service to the community? The way people mourn is just as telling. Is grief a loud, public spectacle demonstrating the deceased's importance, or a stoic, private affair reflecting a value for emotional restraint? A culture's death rites ripple outward, shaping its entire structure. Who profits from the death? Answering this question creates entire professions. You might have highly respected tomb artisans, state-sanctioned necromancers who speak to ancestors, or black market for spirit warden charms. Death forces a transfer of wealth and power, so inheritance laws become critical. Does everything go to the firstborn, creating stable dynasties? Or is it divided equally, fragmenting estates over generations? These rules dictate family dynamics and political stability. Even the geography of the dead, be it a sprawling necropolis mirroring the city of the living, or a sacred ancestral mound, or many of them dotting the landscape, tell a story of status, history, and culture's relationship with its past. Consider a culture of island mariners who believe a good death is to be lost at sea, while dying on land is a curse that untethers the soul. Their funerals would be urgent rituals of casting the body into the waves, weighted with stones carved with life's achievements. Their economy might revolve around sacred pearl diving trade to acquire tribute for the sea gods. Their youth would be daring and fatalistic, while their elderly would be pitied. Maybe they would be told, "May you die warm in your bed," and that would be a curse upon other people. By designing these rites, you do more than dispose of a body. You define people's greatest fears, their ambitions, their economy, and their very character. The funeral should not be an afterthought. It should be a cornerstone of a living, dynamic world. Or if it's too morbid, you can just ignore it. I will not judge you. I'm just a dude on the internet telling you stuff. Anyway, see ya.